Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Manny B Investing, MBI, and we've got a Blueshift or a Blues video for you today. A new era of cross-chain interoperability. Blueshift unveils revolutionary protocol. I'm going to be taking a look at a lot of the awesome content that Blueshift has put out. They put a lot of thought and effort into creating educational content, and a lot of it is available on their website. So we're going to start utilizing it to understand what it is that Blueshift is and what they are trying to accomplish. I just think it's cool. We have a lot of these protocols on, or not even, we don't even have these protocols on Cardano mainnet. We have a bunch of projects that are looking to raise funds with the promise to build something that Blueshift is already building and has a dApp live in Milkomada's app store. So we can use this today, unlike Linkage, who just has a token out that people are, pumping and dumping. Blueshift has a working protocol. Blueshift unveils revolutionary protocol. Let's take a look here. Let's blow this up. The Blueshift team have been working on pushing the boundaries of interoperability or interoperable cross-chain decentralized exchange in the decentralized finance space. That's a lot of words. What they're looking to do is a cross-chain DEX, which is a DeFi application. To reach this goal, the team has built a new cross-chain protocol called Blueschain. This is what I'm interested in. They've built like their own chain essentially, or they're building it using Cosmos SDK on Kava, which will allow the Blueshift DEX to perform fast and capital efficient cross-chain swaps across multiple different cryptocurrencies and blockchains. So get this in your mind. You have your Cardano blockchain, you've got your ADA. Now imagine being able to swap that ADA across different blockchains for assets that you previously have not had exposure to. Things on Polygon, whether it be Polygon itself or protocols that exist on Polygon, such as Beefy or Balancer, things on Arbitrum, things on Algorand, interoperability, giving you exposure to different blockchains, different technology, and tokens that we have not had access to grab or swap for, especially using ADA. Blues is looking to change that. Blueschain will allow users to seamlessly perform swaps across various ecosystems without needing a centralized authority in its internal portfolios. Partners and other DeFi protocols can use our cross-chain protocol to perform these swaps. Now that's cool. Their game is to set up these virtual pairs and give everyone access to provide liquidity to swap using those routes and those pools, even on different protocols. Now that is when things get interesting. Partners, okay. Built on the underlying blockchain platform, Cosmos SDK, the new Blueschain uses the secure and fast Tendermint consensus algorithm to validate transactions on the network. Being used by many notable projects such as BNB Chain, the Cosmos SDK has proven itself to be a robust and secure platform to build upon. Thanks to Blueshift's routing protocol, innovation is upon us in the DeFi space. Tokens from local portfolios can now be swapped across multiple chains through intermediate cross-chain portfolios with just a single transaction. This has revolutionized how we think about token swapping and opened up many possibilities for our decentralized future. The cross-chain swap stuff is pretty cool. I've been able to take Polygon that I had kind of just sitting around, and actually use Blueshift to take that Polygon and move it to Blues and then swap for ADA. So I was able to take my Polygon and move it to Cardano ADA with there was a bridge and a swap, and I was done. It was pretty freaking cool. And when the Polygon index comes, we'll be able to go back and forth. So I can go from Polymatic to ADA, and from ADA back to Matic again. It's pretty freaking cool, not gonna lie. And I can't wait for indexes to open up over there. How does Blues chain differ from using bridges? And as a Cardano person, I am sure that you feel the same way as I do about bridges. We just don't trust them. We're afraid of them. We don't like bridges. We've just been poisoned on bridges in the Cardano ecosystem. So we're very afraid of them. We're very reluctant to use a bridge. So that term kind of triggers me. While bridges have been proven to be valuable solutions for moving assets between ecosystems, we will complement this approach with a cross-chain protocol that will make it easier to perform swaps between different ecosystems on which Blueshift is present. Blues Chain will create a more efficient and seamless experience within the newly created Blueshift ecosystem that will remain connected to external ecosystems through bridges. Blues Chain acts as a distributed ledger between the connected chains, registering and orchestrating cross-chain transactions. This means the solution interacts directly with the various blockchains connected to move assets without using wrapped assets. Not having wrapped assets and the liquidity locked in the smart contracts means there is less of a chance of hacks due to a vulnerability in the smart contract of a bridge. There are no blockchain-related assets on Blues Chain since it acts as a distributed ledger between the primary layer 1 blockchains it is connected with. This means no synthetic or wrapped assets regarding swaps and moving liquidity on Blueshift. It's pretty amazing, if you asked me. How Blues Chain complements existing cross-chain swap solutions like Symbiosis. Symbiosis solves the same problem of cross-chain swaps, but uses an intermediary token such as a stablecoin to allow cross-chain swaps. It also requires the liquidity of the various DEXs that it is connected to the Symbiosis protocol to be able to perform the swap. So this Symbiosis is a project that I'm familiar with. I follow them on Twitter, and I do believe that they are a Milcommon protocol as well. So they're just talking about kind of, I guess, maybe competition, possibly partner. On the other hand, Blueshift can do this without the use of wrapped assets or synthetics. Blueshift has a cross-chain portfolio consisting of several tokens with at least one from each blockchain. For example, ADA, Algo, Kava, and Blues. This cross-chain protocol portfolio will allow direct routes for swaps between the different chains without an intermediary stablecoin or intermediaries. Swaps will become significantly more efficient for selected portfolios that exist cross-chain. So it looks like ADA, Algo, Kava, and Blues, and I think mostly Blues, is going to be that kind of that swap asset. So you don't have to lock liquidity and lock tokens and create synthetics of that token and making sure that you have to keep up with the transaction on two different chains. It's kind of just like, hey, what do you have? What do you want? I have ADA. What do you want? I want Polygon. So what happens is they go, okay, cool. We'll spin the ADA. We'll buy Blues, and then we'll spin the Blues and then buy the end resulting token that you want. There's no liquidity. There's no synthetic. You get the token, the real token on the network that you want it on. It's kind of cool, not going to lie. And I believe a lot of this is possible because of the Blues token, its ability to exist on all these different blockchains and wrap smart contracts from Milcommon. DC Spark. I believe that is the meat and potatoes of this technology. But we're going to learn, we're going to keep diving and get create questions, and then maybe I can get these questions answered by the team themselves. Let's see. Swaps will become significantly more efficient and select the portfolios that is cross-chain. The efficiency of swaps is further enhanced by the required liquidity that will be aggregated across ecosystems. Blueschain will create significant synergies between ecosystems and further leverage its unique technology. Our virtual pairs mechanism, for example, will play a key role in reducing price slippage while tapping into a broader foundation of cross-chain liquidity. Symbiosis and Blueschain can work together to provide users with swaps between ecosystems where each other isn't connected, working together to solve problems for the little guy. I like it. And then we go on to talk about the Blueschain. Blueschain is an application-specific standalone blockchain with its own set of validators that anyone in the community can set up and become a validator. I'm interested in that. I think I even asked a question about it. He said the cost is going to be really low. I guess you don't need to have I was thinking to be a validator they were going to have a buy-in where you like C3, Charlie 3, and some other protocols out there where they're well, if you want to be a validator you have to have, I don't know, some 50,000 Blues tokens or 70,000 or 100,000 Blues tokens. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be kind of like a open source, distributed kind of a node operation deal, which will be cool. Because I'm ready. I have a dummy computer, not a dummy computer, but a computer that I can kind of use as a server almost. So really interested in the Blueschain thing and becoming a validator and all that cool stuff. Using the existing yield pool mechanisms on Blueshift, users can stake their Blues tokens and delegate them to various validators on the network, or use their staked assets to become validators themselves. Let me read that again. Using the existing yield pool mechanisms on Blueshift, users can stake their Blues tokens and delegate them to various validators on the network, or use their staked assets to become validators themselves. That's cool. This allows them to earn a share of the transaction fee rewards and benefit from various incentives Blueshift offers its community. I really got to get more information, more detailed information on how that all works, and maybe make some suggestions about the protocol itself, so that people can kind of understand what's going on and what the token is doing when you provide LP, what's that mean? How that all plays out, because it's kind of confusing and it's a little all over the place. Although not as bad as a lot of the Ethereum apps. I think there's a lot of room for improvement for Blues, and I think they need more people to use their protocol so that we can find those quirks and ask questions and make them think and make improvements. I think that's the best way forward. On the initial launch of Blueschain, the team and key partners will run the validator nodes for the community. In a second step, Blueshift will further decentralize the network, allowing operators to become a validator for the network. More information will be released in the future on how you can become a validator for Blueschain. That's cool. I like that. When will Blueschain launch? At the time of writing this article, the testnet of the Blueschain is up and running, ready for users to start testing and providing feedback. Internally, the team is in their quality assurance phase, testing the user interface and everything around it. Please keep an eye on all social accounts for the official announcement of the testnet. Following on from the testnet and a various amount of feedback, we will finalize the launch process and aim to launch on the mainnet by mid Q1 2023. I think we're past that. I don't think Blueschain is up yet. So if that was a deadline, I think they missed it. What to expect? As a user, you will see new portfolios on the DEX explicitly labeled as cross-chain portfolios. These will complement existing portfolios and provide a great variety of opportunities for shifters to benefit from a growing ecosystem. When performing a swap on the DEX, users will see a few extra options, such as choosing the destination of the swap. For example, initiating a transaction on Cardano and ending the swap on Ethereum. The speed of the transaction will depend on the speed of the blockchain the swap is interacting with, but overall, it can be 10 times faster than existing cross-chain solutions. The safety of the user's funds in transactions on the cross-chain protocol will be extended because of the absence of wrapped assets and the need for smart contracts to hold the assets. And then we have a summary here. We're very excited to deliver Blueschain as a new solution for users in the DeFi space. Our solution will have no need for wrapped assets within the Blueshift ecosystem, be able to draw upon aggregated liquidity and form virtual pairs for swaps, reduced slippage, cheaper and more capital efficient, be as fast as another proof of stake blockchain protocol. Keep an eye open on social media for our official launch on testnet and mainnet and how you could provide us with good and unique feedback to help improve and grow. Cool article published in February, and we're going to see what is up, what's working, and talk to the team, I guess, to see what's next and provide feedback. That's my goal. I want to accumulate Blues tokens. I think it's a really good opportunity. I really like the technology. I'm really liking the protocol. Really cool, exciting, and I am excited to talk about it and use it. So hopefully this all works out. They seem to do or be doing a pretty good job. We look across the Cardano ecosystem, and there's a lot of projects that just have tokens, but nothing to show. Blueshift, they're building. So we're going to follow along and see how things progress. We're going to use the protocol. We're going to accumulate Blues. And I really can't wait for the Polygon index. That's going to be sweet. So thank you for checking out the channel. If you like Blues, I'm going to continue to make content on it and kind of expose people to index funds, a protocol that does indexes and is actually working, unlike the 3 or 4 or 5 projects on Cardano mainnet that are claiming to be indexes and you can't index. So it is what it is. Thank you for watching the channel or the video. Hit that like, hit the share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.